Hello, and welcome to your friendly and familiar podcast, Fit the Shoe. Tune in to hear my stories and thoughts. On to the show. So a few minutes ago, I decided to jot down on a notebook the 3 important things, I think like the 3 rules I would say that I've been working on for myself. I struggle with a lot of things, not thinking before you speak, not, doing things at an appropriate time, not really keeping focus on the things I should be focusing on. I just feel like those are just so common. A lot of people struggle with those too. This may not be for you, or maybe it is, or even if it isn't for you, it still could probably benefit you in some way. So honestly, I just said, you know what, today I'm deciding to move forward and give you guys the 3 rules that have been helping me so far this year. This year's been going well, and so I want to continue that path of wellness, and I want to feel like, yes, I'm doing something right, but I also want to make sure I'm not keeping the same schedule and routine that I was last year, because I've noticed that if I just keep doing the same things that I was doing a couple months ago, I just feel like I'm not progressing. With that being said, we can start off right now, right here, right now, with the 3 rules that I have been following that may help you. So I'm going to say that this is the sharing knowledge bubble. We're going to call this the sharing knowledge bubble. Crystal's sharing knowledge bubble, in quotes. So the first thing is called the no-no rule. I call this the no-no rule because in this rule, you basically are going to do things that you don't want to do. And what I mean by that is lately, I'd say maybe a week ago, this is when I started these 3 rules. And I've been really trying to remind myself to follow them because I tend to just forget a lot. So the first thing, the no-no rule. And doing things that you don't want to do could be something along the lines of, my regular schedule is I wake up in the morning, I make my coffee, make my breakfast, and then I go take a shower. I get ready for the day. My getting ready schedule normally takes about a half an hour. And then I don't know what to do. That tends to be me every single day. Like I'm on such a tangent of knowing what to do until I don't know what to do. So with the no-no rule, doing things that you don't want to do could be, instead of waking up, drinking the coffee, eating the breakfast, taking the shower, you can wake up, not do any of these things. You could wake up, you could start drawing if drawing is your thing. You could wake up and grab a granola bar, take a walk outside. And I know maybe it's easy for some people, but for me, I just hate breaking those habits because first of all, I really like to be clean, like before I do anything else. I can't take a walk outside without taking a shower because my armpits are sweaty. I can't wake up in the morning and like have coffee or whatever, start eating breakfast if my teeth aren't washed. I'm just the kind of person that likes to be clean 24/7 before starting a project or starting the day. But I've noticed that breaking that habit, I guess, which of course I'm not saying to not be clean, but breaking that habit definitely helps me realize if I just focus on what I need to get done throughout the day and then worry about taking care of myself, I make so much more time for me to continue those things that'll help me progress. So my podcasts, I could wake up, get ready, do all that. It's been 2 hours. And then when I go to sit down and I'm like, shoot, I don't even feel like podcasting. I don't even feel like doing this. I don't know what to do, but I know I do want to scroll on Instagram for whatever reason. That seems more fun to me. So the no-no rule is really just stopping yourself and saying, I'm not going to do what I like to do. I'm actually going to do things that I do not like. I don't want to do. And that's really weird, but try doing things that you don't want to do. And I've been getting some really good, feedback from these things. So, that's the no-no rule. The second thing is the comfort rule. So the comfort rule kind of is along the lines of the no-no rule. So the comfort rule is also doing things that make you uncomfortable to get comfort, to then gain comfort. So if I am finding comfort in, dressing a certain way, or if I'm finding comfort in doing my hair a certain way, if I'm finding comfort in organizing my room a certain way, I'm going to try to break the comfort of doing these things and then trying to find a positive thing out of the uncomfortable thing. So doing the not so usual thing that I typically do. If I do my hair a certain way every day, maybe I'm gonna, I never put my hair in braids. I have dreadlocks, so I just find that to be a bit difficult. But let's say I braided my hair and I look like I look like a weird girl with braids. And maybe it makes me uncomfortable, but I could walk outside and get a compliment from it. And then what if I come to realize, oh, maybe braids are like the new thing? Well, then boom, there you go. Something that made you uncomfortable is now making you comfortable because you got that compliment. And that's just a prime example. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be hair, but you don't know the results you'll get by doing something uncomfortable for yourself. The third rule is the habit rule. The habit rule is around breaking unhealthy habits. Of course, waking up in the morning and doing your typical routine might not seem like an unhealthy habit, but maybe if you dedicate so much time to yourself and not time towards what you could potentially be growing in, if you work so much on yourself, you get your nails done, you brush your teeth or whatever, you get your beard cut, you pamper yourself a lot. I tend to pamper myself a lot because I feel like I'm getting ready for something, but then after pampering myself, it's like I have nothing to do. Which sucks, obviously, because you spend so much time and effort and then you feel like, for what? You're like, I do all this, I make myself this person, and then what are the gifts that I can even offer? What's the difference I can make in this world? Oh, nothing? Okay, well, now I really don't feel good. So I need to break those unhealthy habits that I feel like are not making me successful. You have to tell yourself, if this habit seems unhealthy for me, if it seems like and this goes back to the comfort rule, if it seems like I'm too comfortable in what I'm doing, but I know it isn't the right thing, I should probably stop this because it isn't going to take me anywhere. And again, I'm not going to progress. So we have these 3 major rules that I've been following these past 2 weeks, and that's the no rule, the comfort rule, and the habit rule. These 3 steps, and I kid you not, have literally changed my mindset and have made me feel a lot stronger than I really thought I was. I've been thinking, how do I apply these things to the outer world when I'm outside? That's not an issue. I mean, you could do these same 3 steps, not only in your house, but when you're out too. When you're out with friends, when you're walking your dog, when you're with your kids, when you're with your family. These rules are major. And these are the gems that I'm sharing with you guys because I have found and I have seen a significant difference. And I mean, if you maybe find 1 out of the 3 steps to be helpful, go ahead. At least 1 of these 3, you'll definitely start to see a difference. Thank you for stopping by. Stay tuned to the next episode. If you haven't already yet, follow me on Instagram at RileyCulture. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at rileyculture@gmail.com.